Right,
CPS
we're
is cheering
apparently
for
on
you.
now. We're apparently on now. So, welcome to TACOthon 2. I am ShockwaveTLS, so you just call me Wave. I have a commentator with me today, Cringe Daisy. So just say hi.
Hello, I'm the co-commentator for today.
So today we are doing Wii Sports All Pro No Baseball. We are going to get 1,000 skill points in 4 out of the 5 sports. We are not doing baseball because it is incredibly RNG dependent, it's incredibly boring, and it's incredibly long. So we'll be just sticking to the 4 other sports. It should be about it should be just over an hour-ish, an hour to an hour and 20 minutes, and I hope you enjoy. I hope to bring some new skills that you may have never seen before. We're going to be starting with golf, and the time will start when I select 9 holes for the first time. We're using the Matt me, because everybody loves Matt. Everyone loves Matt.
Everyone knows him.
Yeah. So the time will start when we select 9-hole game. We'll be playing through a selection of 9-hole games to try and get 1,000. It's possible. It may not be the cleanest thing ever, because you have to improvise for every single hole. There is no specific route that you have to do every time, so it's just improv. That's what most of this game is. Right, so ready, countdown.
3,
right,
2,
so 3,
1,
2, 1,
1,
go. Right,
Let's
so
do
the
this.
first thing we'll have to start off with is pressing minus, because the game gives you a tutorial when you are doing your first game. This is pretty little amount to win, so we'll be just playing the hole normally. What we're going to be mentioning is the power levels, and the power levels are determined by the dots that you see on the side, and we'll be estimating the shots using decimal points. So if I do a shot here, that was about a 2-dot shot. As you see, it hits the 2 dots, and birdie is a good start. And here, depending on the wind, we'll be showing you the first and main trick of the run. And yes, this looks like good wind. Oh, so Cringe, would you like to explain what I've just done right there?
Yes, I really would like to do that. Yeah, what Wave just did is called the disconnect shot. Basically, what you do for this, well, glitch, you disconnect the rear remotes when doing your shot, and then you reconnect it, and the input you did before reconnecting, that will then go through. And for some reason, this usually works very well on some holes, and Wave just did this on the second hole, and he got a very, very clean shot out of it.
Yeah, we just did hole 3. That hole 3 is the hole that probably worries you the most, because of that island shot. Is it's risky as you ever remember it. If you did it back in the day, it's just as risky in speedrunning context as it is in casual play. This hole we had some pretty nasty backwind, so the ball didn't really travel as far, so this would be a pretty hard putt to sink. We're aiming for about... Oh, that was good, that was nice. We're aiming for about around -5 and above, and an average score would probably be about -9, -10 if it goes well. Because normally the strats that are implemented into this game, because the categories are usually so short, the strategies are very risky, because you can just reset if it goes wrong. But obviously, in a run today, we can't do that. And we've just done disconnect shot again to skip across the water. Or is that going to go in? Oh, that was really close.
That's really good. Love to see it.
Nice birdie.
I think this hole is probably the best one for disconnect.
Yeah, you can basically do it with any wind. Here, this is
Yeah.
still pretty good wind for this hole. We're going to be doing 2 disconnects. And the thing about disconnect is, even though you go in the water, you don't gain any sort of stroke penalty. Because as far as the game considers you're on the
It's
fairway.
going in the fairway.
Yeah. The game thinks you're on the fairway even though you went in the water. See, that was a really nice hole 6.
It's a very strange glitch.
Hole 7. That wind, you could probably go for it. I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, just do it.
Uh-oh. Right, we're gonna go the other way. And that is a pretty common problem with hole 7. Because normally I would have just reset, but of course I can't do that right now. Oh, we in the bunker. That's unfortunate. That's a shame, because this run would have been... This set of 9 holes would have been pretty good.
Yeah. Well, it's a great start with the succeeded disconnects.
Oh. I don't know why I didn't get a 1 shot here. This is going to be a very hard double bogey shot.
Ooh, it's not gonna help.
Oh, that was a good recovery, but I'm gonna have to get a good 9 and a good 8 disconnect. We'll be doing disconnect again on 8. North wind's fine.
Basically, any hole that has water, that you can just use disconnect on it. As far as I know.
Far. That's the only problem with this hole. Oh, that was pretty close. I'm not as experienced with this hole and disconnect, because normally what runners do, because you're not usually going for score, we do what's called give up, where you deliberately hit it into the water to gain as many strokes as possible to skip the hole faster than you would a par. Alright.
Yeah, it's a really difficult hole.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
That's why most runners do it.
This is one of the few categories in the game where you have to get a good score rather than just getting good speed. So it does make it a lot more risky for especially things like marathon runs. So what I did there is called red bar, and what I deliberately do is I hold my backswing really hard, and then I hit the ball as hard as possible, and if you do it correctly, you will always get the right angle. So that's how we use it to angle shots in this game. Apart from that hole 7, this first one was a 545. So if we're aiming for...
very good, actually.
It's pretty good.
For
Minus
marathon
5. 359 points. Might have to get a couple of better scores, but that shouldn't be too much out of the question, especially with the double bogey. So
yeah, definitely.
Now that we've done a round, we don't get the tutorial anymore. We're looking for about 3 or 4 of these 9 holes. If I get 3 good ones, I can do a 3 hole to get 1,000. But if these next 2 are much better score wise, well, that'll be a problem now. If these 2 are better score wise, I might be able to do it in just 3 9 holes. What you normally do for this is go to expert. But as you saw with like hole 7, it is very, very challenging and very reset heavy. But of course, when you're when you're just playing it for fun, you can just reset until you get a good expert. But here, since we can't reset, I'm just doing it a much more safe and a much more enjoyable viewing experience.
Yeah, it's a very high risk, high reward strat to go for expert. But for marathon runs, this is a lot better. It's also a lot more fun to watch because you can see a lot of different holes, basically every single hole in the game.
Oh, this is the worst wind possible for this hole. We got maximum south wind.
Oh no, awful.
This is really unfortunate. Oh, in the rough as well. You can't go for the shortcut. You have to take this route when you get this type of wind. So I'm just gonna have to drive it down the fairway, hope for a par. Potentially get birdie. Let's see what the power's looking like. I'm gonna have to go for a driver. Oh, that was pretty close, to be fair. That would have been like the best shot of the stream if that were to go in. But I didn't make the stupid decision. I didn't try to Hail Mary go for the island, so I didn't get anything worse than a par, like I did on 7 where I went for the shortcut and I got a double bogey for failing it.
With this win. With this wind and no reset, a par is definitely acceptable.
Yeah. In a normal run, you'd have reset before you even started playing the hole.
Yeah,
It's that
true.
bad. And this wind is particularly not nice either, because if you hit it too short, you hit the bunker. If you hit it too hard, you don't really hit the green. But that was a pretty good putt from the fairway to get in
Yeah,
there.
that was nice. Beautiful putt.
That's okay. Nice eagle. That will make up for the par. I think that is that the
Definitely.
first eagle of the of the runs. I don't think I got an eagle in the last one.
No, I don't think so either. Whoa! Wait. Something really strange happened just now. It looked like the ball just bounced away from the hole on my screen. What was that?
Okay, that was nice. Nice north wind there. We're getting a little bit back for having that awful wind on 3.
Yeah.
Right,
Making
let's
the
see what the
comeback.
wind's like here. Okay, we can do a different strategy by going a couple of to the right and then doing the red bar right trick that I showed you in hole 9, and we'll take this other shortcut through the other side. Fortunately, I clipped the tree, but at least I went through and didn't not go through because of the forward wind.
That's gonna save you a bit.
I like it for the iron there because it keeps the ball a lot closer to the ground. Makes it much easier for the chips to go in. I should have aimed a bit further right there. So after golf, we'll be going to boxing. And boxing is pretty much the same as if you were playing it casually, but I'll try and do it. I'll try and not get myself beaten up. Because of this wind, I'm going to play the hole normally. I'm not very confident with that type of wind, and it's fairly simple to get a par with this eastern wind. So I'm just going to play it. Oh, a little bit too hard. That was perfect accuracy, but it was too hard, so it bounced straight off the pole. Oh, I wonder what my score is at the moment. It's probably better than -5, but it's probably not something I would want. I might have to do 4 9 holes. Oh, this wind. I'm gonna have to here. I did practice before a backup strike in case I land in the rough. Yeah, this would definitely not be making to the second island. So I will have to play it the Nintendo approved way.
Nintendo approved.
Yeah, I might as well go for a red bar right here. You see, it's all improv. Oh, that was really close, but it made it. Driver. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. Yeah, this is not a good spot to be in.
Quite a tricky situation.
Yeah. Tricky wind, tricky everything, but at least...
Basically the worst wind in the game.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to overshoot it just to get in. This will be...
Yeah.
This is shot 6, yeah. Double bogey. Unfortunate. Unfortunate wind.
Let's hope the wind is gonna be a lot better in the next few holes.
We might be doing 4 9 holes, I think, rather than 3 9 holes and a 3 hole. But you get to see more golf. That's, and it'll probably -3. I don't think I can get 400 points. I normally get about like 200 or something. But you get to see more golf, and it probably ties in more to the expected run time, because I said that it would take about 1 hour and 20, even though that I got a 54-minute time last week, just because of how unlucky you can get in golf. Alright, that was good.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, just to be safe. I'm pretty sure the first run I ever did was like a 1 hour 32, but that was before DS was discovered. So, and I think I got like a triple bogey, or I got like a -1 or a -2 or something on the 9 holes. Right, so we're going to do a different strategy here due to the lack of wind. We're going to hit a small driver into the bunker. Oh, this is actually a pretty awkward spot. Oh, that was perfect. Because you're in the bunker. Yeah, because you're in the bunker, you can just hit it straight out of the bunker and hit the flag. You can do that without the use of the... Oh, actually, this is really good wind. You did red bar left, but yeah, that was really good wind. But yeah, because of the angle that it sends at that, we deliberately hit it into the bunker so that the ball just hits the flag and goes in. You can do it without the bunker, but it's much more risk-reward. Much higher risk-reward. You would go for it in 9-hole runs because the run's only like 4 minutes long. Oh, that was really close. I'm getting pretty good chips, but I just need to get much better on the wins.
Yeah, it's just a matter of practice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll aim about here. How's that looking? It's looking okay.
Also, getting 3 9-holes for pro class is very, very difficult. I think you need like a -10 on average.
Yeah, on everyone. Oh, I messed up a pretty simple birdie just by hitting it a little bit short.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I was hoping I was going to get in. Yeah, that one's probably the easiest. That's the best hole to practice if you're just learning how disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can change the power of your original disconnect shot by just disconnecting slightly later, but obviously if you disconnect it too late, it's going to play out as normal. Oh, I thought there was a lot more right curve there than there apparently was. It's much more straight. I love doing that. I love seeing a straight path and just making up a random angle to do my putt. Right, let's have a look at this wind. North wind. That's pretty good. Pretty good this one.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good shortcut wind. Oh, I'm gonna bounce over it. But I should be able to get a birdie. But you can get eagle on that hole.
Than out of bounds.
Yeah. You can get eagle on this hole without without any chip-ins. If you clip the bunker at all or something. Oh, yes, birdie.
Good birdie.
Right, let's see this whole late wind. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay, I can play that.
The last 3 holes are usually the most difficult, I think. Mostly 7 and 8. 9 isn't too much of a problem, but the shortcut on 7 is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I couldn't. That was such a big hill incline. I couldn't really see. Can I do disconnect on 9 yet? Nope. I can though take the left route if I go a little bit further right and do the red bar right. I've yet to show disconnect 9 because of the winds that I've been getting. Yeah, if we get
statistically speaking, it should happen soon.
Is that hard enough? Yeah, that is. Okay, that's a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to shoot right over into the rough. I could put this in for eagle if I do it well. Is that a bit short? Oh, I did aim right as well.
Nice approach.
That's a shame. I'm already 2 minutes past where I already left golf. So golf is looking to be like about 30 minutes or so. -7.
That's not bad.
Yeah, let's
That's
go for another 9
really good.
hole. So this is the is this the fourth 9-hole? Or is this the third?
I think
Nice
so,
shot.
yes.
Yeah, the fourth 9-hole. Because normally what I do here is I go for like 3-hole intermediate because it's fairly simple.
Yeah.
But we'll take
After
the we'll
this,
take
we
the scenic route.
should be done after this one, I think.
Yeah, as long as nothing goes insanely wrong. That's good.
Good birdie.
Yeah, it'll probably be faster than the one that I did in my. Oh, that was hard, but that is going to do the no bounce version of the bunker. But I don't know if I'm able to. Yeah. I want that to go in the outbounds. That is a very low chance of that happening when you're in this part of the bunker and you just can't. You
that's
can't do the
unfortunate.
flag chip. That was very unfortunate. I'm not getting very good luck today, am I?
No, the winds are pretty awful.
The winds are awful. I'm getting I'm failing the 80% chance of working shots. No wind. Right.
At least in
That's
this
a bit
connect,
hard.
have been going well.
Okay, no, it's good. You can see a camera angle when you know you've gone a bit too far, but I haven't messed up 3, I don't think. Which is
No,
the hole
that's
that I
been-
had the most worries about. I've just failed everything else that I wasn't thinking about as much. Oh, that was a really good bounce.
Hole 5 was pretty good, I think, as well, all the time.
Yeah, hole 5 has been pretty consistent. Hole 6 has been pretty consistent.
Great eagle.
Hole 1's been alright, I think. Oh, this pin location. When the game randomly decides between a couple of preset locations where the hole is going to be, and as you might have remembered, the hole has been on the left hand side before, but here it is on this incline, which is very hard to get anywhere near the hole, since the gradient of the hill just tries to pull the ball away from it.
Nice par.
But let's see. See how the late one. That's a bit hard. 32. Okay, that was a bit hard. Can I birdie put that?
Nice on.
Maybe. Yes. Okay,
Nice birdie.
that's fine. I want a better score than -7 again. I might have to do a 3-hole after doing this. Potentially.
It should be enough, I think, if you just finish it properly. If you get like -4, I think you should be good.
Oh, why did that hit go so hard? That was fine, and I don't know what happened. It just wouldn't do the shot. That's annoying. That 6 is already that was perfect angle, but it just cranked it for some reason. What's the wind? Okay, I'm doing. At least I know what to do with this wind. That it could be a little bit far right though. Oh, that was really lucky. I can't deny that. I was really lucky. I didn't deserve for that to work. And that was a nice chip onto the green.
Nice approach.
Oh, that was insane.
That should not have worked. But it did. Right, what wind have we got here? Oh, this is the worst wind.
Not again.
Where's that going? It's on the green. Because it's so thin down the middle, you can't really aim where you would like to.
Yeah.
If I hit this, then this would be really good. I think if I'd aimed it straight, that might
Nice
work.
approach.
We're at 23 minutes at the moment, so I'm already 10 minutes behind the record almost. Right, good wind on 9. No.
No.
No. We have not been able to showcase Disconnect 9 due to the lack of north wind.
Lack of RNG.
Okay, I can do the red bar right stretch here though.
You
I mean,
never
it
know
went-
what
it went-
happens in marathon runs.
It did go on. Right, let's just get that close.
Nice approach.
None of these have been really... I got a -10 in practice, and I haven't been able to replicate that, but I was going quite a lot slower. Alright, so what was that? -4. Oh, that's good enough. That's good enough,
Nice.
apparently. We're on to boxing.
Literally called that. -4 should be good.
Oh, yeah. And that was exact. Right, we're going on to boxing now. That is golf done, 24 minutes. It is faster than the 1:08, which was like 27. Right, so this is fairly simple.
Round 1.
Very similar to casual play. Of course, we know Max, the boxing champ. We're doing his backstory.
Fight.
We're just gonna make sure to hit him constantly. We're going for constant hits and speed of the hits, taking him down. Later on, we might be doing dodges and counter punches. But for these first ones, it should be fairly easy to get them down.
9, 10. Knockout.
Boxing is probably the most repetitive out of all sports.
Yeah. It's very similar. This is definitely... tennis and bowling for me are fairly easy. Probably just for the bowling, just because I'm bowling is my forte. In tennis, it's not very hard to it's not very
Round 1.
not very easy to lose in tennis.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're just probably the best bowler in esports, so that's definitely really good for you.
Yeah, that's why I put bowling last, and it should be fairly easy to get it in 5, or if the worst case scenario, it'll be 6.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, so that's him down. Unfortunately, we will not be fighting Matt. He shows up at 1,500 XP. So we just keep going. You get about 75 points per fight. It's one of the lowest scores that you can get for having a good gameplay.
Fight.
Very simple for the start ones. They don't really seem to fight back. Just keep wailing on them. It is easier to hit the... It will do more damage if you hit the head, but it's sometimes quite difficult because the motion controls aren't exactly the best.
Yeah, you might have seen that in golf too, with the red bar on the green. It doesn't always work quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, on that 6 where it just went full power for no reason.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. That's Wii Sports speedrunning for you. But, I mean, if it works most of the time, it should be fine.
Right, there we go.
1, 2, 3.
Just get them down, just don't let them attack you. Later on, they might get up, they might attack back, you might have to do some dodges. For the moment, you just keep beating them up, and they'll just keep going down. But of course, Matt's like the eternal god. He's going to be beating everybody. He's going to be beating up all the amateurs. Oh my god, 300. Oscar.
Round 1.
I'm trying to remember which is the first one that caused me some
Fight!
issues. Sometimes you keep hitting them and they go so far back that your punches stop connecting, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm pretty sure what I learned is that it's the combo of punches that you do without being blocked and the time that it takes you to knock them down, depending on when you KO them. Unlike in Wii Sports Club, which is the Wii U remaster of Wii Sports, it is completely random in Wii Sports Club whether they go down or not. It's one of the many reasons why people don't like Wii Sports Club.
Round 1.
Here, as long as you do well, they will just stay down.
Fight!
Oh, and he's starting to block the punches.
It's getting more interesting.
It's getting more interesting. He moved his mitts slightly. Will he stay
Yes.
down, actually? Because I did miss quite a few.
8.
Let's hope so.
Yes, he did.
Great.
Yeah, he's now starting to move his mitts, and some of them will really, like, just be a wall, and you'll never be able to hit them. And that's why we normally try to go for uppercuts and hooks, but they are very hard for some random reason to initiate with a Wii remote. It really doesn't like you doing that. We're getting already nearly to the
Round
midpoint.
1.
Golf will definitely be the longest one of
Fight!
all the sports to get to pro
Yeah.
class. Oh, he's fighting back.
What? Unheard of.
Oh no. What? I hit him as he was going down, and it counted as another sound effect, and yeah, he's getting back up because we took so long to get him down.
That's unfortunate. It's gonna lose a bit of points as well.
I'm not sure actually if it loses points if you don't get them down the first try. Because I remember winning by decision, and it still gave me 75 points.
Oh, it does? Okay, I'm not very much an expert on this topic, so just gonna lose a bit of time.
So unlike in golf, where if you make a mistake, it will severely impact your points. In boxing, you just knock them down again, and you'll still get the same amount of points. You just lose a little bit of time. But judging by that golf, that was very slow. I don't think it matters if we lose a couple of seconds, like 30 seconds or something. We
Yeah,
also want to meet closer to that 1 hour 20 minutes benchmark.
Fight!
A little bit
Oh, yeah.
trivia about boxing: when you beat Matt, you get white gloves that you can attach to your knee by pressing 2 when you're selecting the game. Obviously, you have to beat Matt, and we won't be beating Matt here because he is unfortunately not the pro class boss. And I was very surprised in this to stay down. I always find the girls to be quite a lot harder than some of the men. Actually, they do put up quite a good fight. I've had issues with Catherine, who comes up later on. I'm pretty sure the last 2 people that you fight are female, and they're really good for. They just crank them up to the max.
Fight!
I'm pretty sure Victor is a brick wall as well. Yeah. So we'll have to do a mixture of different shots to open up that defense.
Gotta use some strategy.
1, 2,
Just gotta use a variety to break in.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9 pounds. He wanted to waste the most time possible, didn't he? Oh, and the punches were not registering again, which is a common thing that happens. Yeah, he's aiming, he's gone all the way to the right. He's not.
He's camping.
He's basically camping as much as possible. Yeah, he's getting up again. The TKO him.
Yeah.
But now he's all the way at the thing, and it's like almost 3 hits, but he's holding his mittens right where I don't want them. There we go, now that should be it. But yeah, unlike in golf, you have lost like 200 XP by doing that, but here we'll still gain the required amount of XP. But yeah, he was really trying to impede on our run. Let me just... There we go. There we go. He was trying to survive. He could not survive. Here we go, Catherine. But now I've had so much issues with Victor, I'm hoping that Catherine goes fairly smoothly.
Let's hope so.
Oh, she blocked one of my hooks. I'm trying to uppercut and it keeps giving me a hook, which is interesting. Yeah, this is... Oh, she dodged and gave a head uppercut, which I don't think is possible without being a CPU. So yeah, we have to do some dodging there. So yeah, she's getting up after that. Let me dodge right away at the start and try and dodge a punch. When you dodge a punch, you get a small freeze frame effect, very similar to Punch Out, and you can just wail on them. I might actually go down here, which is what loses the XP.
Don't want to see that.
I did say that Catherine, it just cranks out to the max.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Oh, we're a bit screwed.
This is gonna be tough.
Yes, we got her down again.
2,
She was stuck on the ring. Her head is going through one of the ropes. She's definitely not getting up after an 8.
Healthy.
That was very lucky that I didn't go down there with one flashing left.
All skill.
Yeah, this boxing was worse than the rest. Well, it probably will be about. Yeah, 71. You get 75, and then it goes down a little bit just because you're gaining more XP. So yeah, I'm still gaining like the maximum amount of XP that I would had she gone down the first time. Oh, Nick's putting up a fight. So where these have somehow been just turned up difficulty for the marathon. I swear they were never this hard.
For the content.
He gained some air.
3, 4,
He got some Tony Hawk bonus points, and he's down for 1. But yeah, if I went like 5 feet in the air after uppercutting someone, I don't think I'd be getting back up.
That was a good match against Nick.
Yeah, so see, I got 71 points again, even though it took like a third of the time.
Round 1.
Safety first for the boxing. Just don't get down and you'll be fine.
Oh, I hate it when it like cancels the hook. Come on. It's not giving. I haven't got an uppercut once after trying to do it. There we go. See, haven't got a little bit of a wind effect.
3, 4.
He's right back up.
Fight.
So yeah, the longer Wii Sports runs are very uncommon. Most, like 90% of all runs in Wii series, which is all the games with the Wii title that have the names, they're all relatively about 5 to 10 minutes long. And unlike things like Platinum Medals, which would take a while, And then All Pro and All Pro No Baseball are the only ones that are relatively long.
Yeah, and all stamps in Wii Sports Resort.
Yeah, all stands,
very long
all
one.
pro class, all superstar class. 877. Should only need about 3 or 4 more fights.
Yeah, I think so. I
Round
think it's
one.
2. Or no, it's 3.
Fight.
3 more.
Oh, finally I got an uppercut, and you saw how much damage that did.
That helps.
That must be
a
why
lot.
it's so difficult to initiate one. And I did right there, and I got countered. There we go. But as you saw, the difficulty increased for me just being able to just straight punch them, and now they're getting up, they're dodging my attacks.
Catherine was also kind of a difficulty spike. Kind of out of place.
I don't know how that didn't hit me, but I'm glad it didn't. And you do have to get quite a good rhythm going. And they make it quite difficult. There's 3 pretty harsh hits, so I don't know if she's going to stay down.
5, 6, 7,
Surely hope so.
8, 9, 10.
There we go. Nice.
Knockout.
I say the women are just on another level. I think when I did my my world record run, I only had 2 of them get up once. So I must have just been very lucky, because I'm not having as good enough a time here. Okay, one more. One more fight.
Last one.
Should do it. So we'll be out here at about
Round 1.
42 minutes probably, I'm going to say.
Fight.
And yeah, when you get near pro class, you do start fighting pro class opponents in the opponent sports. So you saw there, Michael is already a pro. He has a massive forehead. I want to punch it.
That's true.
I want him to go down as fast as possible.
3,
Just because of his forehead.
6,
Just kidding.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice.
It's quite
One
different.
knockout, and we're on to tennis. And this is basically the much more relaxing part. As you see, I've already taken out my nunchuck. The much more relaxing part of the run. There we go.
You can
Well,
actually face pros in tennis at like 600.
yeah, you have to think you have to do the champions like twice or so. So we're gonna go to best of 5. We'll be trying to hit every serve. As you see, we've got mat. We're doing mat on mat.
Matt's on mat. It's gonna be
Oh.
interesting.
Wow. I've already gotten really bad RNG. Just don't hit, thank you.
15 love.
It's fairly easy if they weren't returning these really fast shots, which you do by hitting the
40
ball at its highest point. Yeah, even though I didn't get it that time, I'm very surprised that they returned the first 3.
There's like a 75% chance you get the good serve, and they shouldn't return it most of the time.
I'm surprised Matt returned that as well.
love. 15.
Have I got like a Wii Sports Kaizo disc being inserted or something at this point? Why am I getting all these CPUs that just show no remorse?
It's the marathon magic.
Oh, that was a really good
Don't
shot.
question it.
Right down that line.
Break point.
So yeah, we're just gonna keep doing best of 5s. I'm gonna play the point safe, because you do lose XP if you do lose a point. So I'm gonna try and play the balls fairly safe. Yeah, see, that's what's meant to happen sometimes. They just don't hit it at all. And then you get times like this where they return like 3 of them.
40 love.
It can save a lot of time when they don't return it.
Yeah. Unlike here, where he returned it at such an awful angle, I can't really angle the ball.
The front team wins.
In the shorter runs, you actually have to go for like 3 or 4 aces.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's just way too slow.
yeah. And it's fairly easy to do that, but apparently today
Yeah.
is not my day.
Bit unlucky.
So, just things like that.
Team love. 30 love.
So you're looking for aces and return aces.
Game point.
There we go. See, that was fairly easy. That was so much faster. So as the CPU level increases, their speed increases and their accuracy also increases. So strats that would normally go against the more basic CPUs won't work because they'll just be able to return things. And in categories like all sports, you would deliberately lose several matches at the start to get people worse than Matt and Miyu, which we faced at the start of here. So even though you would have more XP than 0, because the game decides to give you a pity point if you lose every single point in a best of 5, you will have worse CPUs. And that makes it even easier to get the aces.
15 love.
The second match is going a lot better than the first one, even though the CPUs are supposed to be a bit more difficult.
Yeah. At least in bowling, I shouldn't really have a thing. I'm not gonna get like miss every strike or something. I'm like,
No, that's not gonna happen.
The front team wins.
I did make it quite close in my in the world record run. It was pretty close. I only barely got the points because I missed like 4 of the shots. Yeah, 5 game is pretty tight, but it's fairly easy to do if you know any strike setups. And 4
And you
game, which
definitely
is
do.
yeah, 4 game, which I've gotten recently, you have to basically get a perfect 7.5 minute run without missing any unnecessary pins.
30 love.
You have to get 47 out of 48 strikes, and that one missed strike is deliberate, so you have to basically play perfectly. You deliberately miss a strike to skip the perfect game text on game 1, and you only lose 4 XP for doing that. So if you get 47 out of 48 strikes, you get 1001 XP, so it's just 1 over the required. What was that?
Very tricky.
Yeah, so there's only one run ever that's had a 4 game bowling, and I don't think another one will be happening for a while. I'm definitely not going for another one in a while. I'm mostly focusing on the Wii Series League, and I might as well explain what the Wii Series League is whilst we're just playing some tennis.
40.
So at the beginning of the year, we started a new league, and each month you're given 3 categories that are either new or existing categories on the leaderboards to run, and you just do it as you would do any other run, but you have a month deadline to do it in, and you gain points depending on
15
how fast your run is, and if your run is faster than a moderator set like baseline.
30
You have to get over a certain baseline to gain decent amount of points.
love. Match point.
So after the year is over, that was really unfortunate.
Match point.
I'll lose a little bit of XP there.
Team wins.
But after the end of the month, the points will be calculated, and the winner will receive a $50 eShop gift card and some merch. A
Some
picture of
merch.
Tyler's dog with a Christmas hat.
We won't mention.
And here we go, we're already facing a pro opponent at 400 XP.
Yeah, that's very early, but nothing out of the ordinary.
But in boxing, I think Michael was the only pro opponent we faced, and we were already at like 900 XP.
Yeah. It ramps up in difficulty very quickly in tennis.
Yeah, this just seems like a casual like playthrough of tennis, almost.
30
Just not losing that many points.
40 love. Game point.
What was that? That is Jesus. Anna, what is Anna doing? Anna's just carrying
Going
this
crazy.
squad. This is insane.
The front team wins.
Anna's insane.
Oh my goodness. What?
Okay, Ashley. Oh, if you had returned that, I would. That was so close to being returned. I don't think I would have returned it back. So yeah, we're just gonna try and. I think most people do this in casual play anyway, but playing by the front line, it's much easier to angle the shots. I'm surprised.
You can corner the opponents very nicely when standing close to the edge.
Love 40.
Yeah.
Break point.
Yeah, I'm surprised Anna never did a fast serve, which I've been doing for the run. The pro opponents do the fast serves. That might have gone out. That might have gone on their side.
Well,
Oh, that's an out.
it's nice to have some good RNG sometimes.
Yeah, so it's definitely not going to be an hour with. It probably will be about the average time that I set. So at least I was good on measuring how bad my luck would have been today. I'm just thinking worst case scenario, and it's an average, so it can still be even worse than an hour and 20. But I think it'll probably be right, considering the way that Ashley is hitting these shots back as high up as possible. But yeah, if you're speedrunning Wii series, you're not looking for perfection. That is the main goal. There are very few runs that have like perfect runs. Pretty sure an example is like Wii Party Bingo. I think had a really good run. Wii Party Board Game Island, but that's completely RNG as you would expect a party game to be.
It's just you just need to get extremely lucky, I think.
Yeah, just extremely lucky.
Yeah. But I think it's quite fun as well for this category at least. Like there's a bit of RNG, but if you like play very well, it should be enough to like improve. But the world record obviously has some very good RNG, I think.
Yeah.
So improvement is definitely skill based, but getting a world record is gonna take a lot of RNG.
Yeah. I would agree for most categories. That if your run is not like top 5 or so, there is definitely something skill based you could have done. Daizuk just saved. Oh my gosh, Daizuk is saving Haley right now.
30 love.
Going for the hard carry.
Yeah, sometimes if you hit it directly at them, they don't know what side to hit the ball at, so they will just completely miss.
Yeah, they will just walk over the ball.
Yeah,
and,
they'll either
never
completely
mind.
miss or they'll like just like hit it really far onto the outs. There you go. There's the example of that fast serve that the CPUs can do.
It's very uncommon, but when you're like in
What?
pro left, it does happen.
I'm very surprised why my bracket wasn't aiming the other direction, which is exactly the way I was swinging it. Because unlike in Wii Sports Resort and Wii Sports Club, which have Wii Motion Plus, this game decides which side of the racket you're going to be hitting on.
Yeah, it's kind of sucks. That's why table tennis is a bit better.
Yeah. But yeah, even though it's fairly easy to say which way the racket is going to be. Let's see, example, I aimed him right at him and he just hit it straight out. it's normally easy to see which way it's gonna go, but in instances like that where I really wanted to hit it right, it went left. Yeah, that was really good.
15, break point.
But yeah, I've been trying to work on my world record collection for this game. It's around 10, I think, because the all sports one, which, because baseball has a cutscene in 1.01 versions of the game, and a 1.01 version is the most common version, and it has, well, it has a Wii Remote jacket on the title screen. Whoa, they made so much difference. But they added an extra cutscene, and they made the training game time start faster. But because the baseball cutscene is 8 seconds long, anybody that has a rarer, older version of the game, the 1.00 disc, they save
Which is
8
only
seconds for
available
free.
in America.
Yeah, it's only available
As
in
well.
America as well. So that sparked a little bit of controversy when Sphere Q got a 7:32 time of all sports, despite the fact that was actually slower than the time that I got, despite it being 7:35, because he had the 8-second cutscene skip that I can't do because of my game disc. And the only legal way to get around that is to buy and import a American Wii and 1.00 copy of the game, which would not be cheap.
No, for
Oh
sure.
my god, the Zook is popping off.
But maybe we should, like, the mods should
Yeah,
think of a
I'm hoping the
rule
mods
for the
can
cutscene.
could get like a compromise. Yeah, they are really working well together.
30, 15.
I
I've
think
never.
they have, like, cutscene and load time skips in a lot of games.
40, 50.
I'm surprised that
So-
the 1.00 version of the game has faster, less lag on some of the games than the 1.01 version.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, you'd expect the newer version to be, well, better,
So
but
even
it really isn't.
yeah. What were you saying?
Like, you'd expect a newer version to be a bit better, but for speedrunning, it really isn't.
No. Yeah, so Sarah is one of the champions actually, but Tatsuaki is not. So we're getting half a champion right here. And as you saw, Sarah had 1,900 XP, which is unseen in any other
15
thing. It's such a low level that's not pro, and we're almost getting people in the 2,000s. What?
What was that?
That's going in. That's the slowest return I've ever seen. Don't want them to hit them. Okay, that was really good, but Tatsuaki was not moving.
That jump.
That's going out.
15
This is
all.
so. Why is this being so difficult today?
30,
It happens.
15.
Well, judging by if we get pro now, then that'll be really good. But if we don't, we can just do a single game or a best of 3 game.
Point. The first
Yeah, we're almost at an hour now. We've already passed the world record, so they've already finished. I've already finished tennis, and I've already finished bowling 2 minutes ago. And there's a fast serve because of the thing.
15.
Oh, 2 for 2 on that fast serve.
Wow. That's what you get when you face a champion.
Yeah. Oh, that was a really good shot. I'm surprised that stayed in. Oh no, we ran out of the no 3 for 3. Oh, like that. Yeah, I actually did some tennis in real life today
Break
at school.
point.
feels a lot different than Wii
Yeah.
Sports Tennis.
What is going on here? It's definitely a lot different than this. I don't think I had this much ease trying to hit a ball. I either hit it really simply, like you could easily return it, or I would just whack it like halfway to a different dimension when I was hitting the ball. I'm much better at badminton than I am at tennis.
Yeah, badminton is really fun. I'm surprised they didn't choose the sport for Wii Sports.
I'm guessing
Maybe for Switch Sports.
Switch Sports.
Imagine.
Like imagine if they did the Olympic Games, but they made it like Wii Sports instead of the Mario and Sonic ones. Oh, that was really low.
I don't think that would be a bad idea, but just something funny to think about.
I mean, Nintendo do acknowledge the Mii's because they're releasing Miitopia out for the Switch, but they haven't made a new game in a while.
Yeah.
They haven't made a new Mii game since, like, Miitopia on the 3DS.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah. So let's see if we're out of tennis or we have to do another run. Another thing. Oh no. That was way over. Here we go. We're going to the last sport. We're going to bowling, and this should be where I should showcase the best probably skill things. There's very little RNG, but there still is RNG. So this is probably my best sport, and I want to do a tutorial for this later on in the future. So yeah, the time will end after the 5th or 6th game where the pro text come up.
Nice.
So we're looking here to get 11 strikes and a 9 pin. Oh, lag strike there. You see how much lag there was there that we were talking about earlier. Oh yeah, and also this is the only RNG part is this 8 pin.
Oh, nice leg strike indeed.
Yeah, so we have the 8 pin issue and lag strikes, but now because of that 8 pin, I can just go for strikes for the rest of this game. And if I get a strike on the last throw, the 3rd throw of the 10th frame, you skip the game finish text that you normally have to wait for. You can skip over it.
That's gonna save a tiny bit, but if you do like multiple sessions of bowling, it's gonna add up. That's for sure.
Yeah, so we're just bowling it straight down the middle. I better hit this because I don't want to. Yeah, there we go. 268. Not a bad start. So yeah, the time will probably finish in the low 110s.
Nice.
So maybe I was overestimating the bad luck of it. Because I've had, as you saw, how much bad luck I've had, and I'm still gonna get a sub 110 time. That pretty much means that if you were running this, you could probably get a sub 110 time fairly easily. And the record before I even looked at this category wasn't sub 110. So I'm not sure what was going on there. That was
improvable.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm actually now just doing this run, appreciating how lucky I was on the 54-minute time. Yeah, because this category, despite the fact that I'm 8 minutes behind that, you can do in under 55 minutes. Let's try and go for should I go for a perfect game just for the thing?
Would be great.
See if I can get a perfect game.
Nice.
I might as well waste a little bit more time because I want to be more on schedule, so I might as well go for it.
I like how it calls kills like 6 strikes in a row, a 6-pack of strikes. That sounds quite fun.
And perfect game. Nice.
Great.
At least when I showed something a little bit interesting, because all the other runs I've done had something wrong with them, apart from maybe a couple of eagles on the golf holes and the beginning of boxing.
Nice throw.
It's fairly simple. You go about 2 audible ticks where you hear like the tick tick as you're going along, and then I use 2 hands and I bowl straight up, and most of the time it works. So I do a lag strike. So yeah, this is what I'm mostly known for in the series community. Apart from that guy
very accurately.
Apart from that guy that takes everybody's world records and everyone gets very mad at me.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I recently took quite a few Wii Sports world records. Well, I took all sports before it got taken again by that baseball cutscene controversy. I've taken all sports, no baseball, which is playing the 4 sports that we've played today, but just playing a game through them rather than getting to 1000 XP. Oh, we're already at 9, so we're going to do a faster method of this by going for about 9 pins. Actually, no, I'm going to get about 2 pins here. Yeah. Because I didn't get a spare, it skips the last shot. But because I got such a bad score count there, I went for at least 2. Yeah, so like in most of things, doing slightly bad. Most of bowling is about doing quite well, but on the last frame, depending on what you're going for, you might want to deliberately not get a strike, so that you can skip that last hit.
Nice.
But judging by how well the first 2 games went, I don't think it will be out of the question to get a 5 game. It all depends on the last game, probably. I think this is either game 3 or game 4.
Nice.
I'm going to estimate the time to be around 108, which I think was the record that I got last time, was about 108.
Not a bad run then, after all.
No, well, I mean,
Even though golf,
yeah.
the RNG in golf was not the best.
No, the RNG in tennis and the RNG in everything wasn't the best.
Nice throw.
Like, bowling is the only one that's, like, well, it's also a bit of RNG, but I think less.
I'm gonna go for the
boxing,
the 2 pins.
golf.
There you go. Because I had that split, I could just go for the 2 pins fairly easily. Right, this will be the last game, so time will end on when Pro Class appears. I might go for the 10th frame on this one, just to make absolutely sure that I get it on this game. Especially starting off like this. There we go. So yeah, so I'm going to play the 10th frame on this one. So the run will end in about a minute or so. So get ready. Oh, look at that 8-pin. I definitely want to do it now. I've missed 2 spares, and I've way over adjusted there. That was lucky. Yeah, I'm definitely going for the last frame here. Very sweaty.
It's enough.
Doing this much activity. It's very good for you doing Wii Sports speedrunning physically. get a good workout for an hour. Especially if you're doing what I'm trying to do for my strike strategy. You have to do a lot of movement. Right, here we go. Last 3 throws of the run.
A bit friendly
So yeah,
session.
So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope that the rest of the runs go really well in the marathon. I might stop by a little bit. Let's see, did I get it? No, I didn't! I didn't!
Oh no!
No!
That's unfortunate.
Oh well, 6 games. Well,
6
it doesn't matter. The time, I was absolutely sure I was going to get a thing. That's unlucky. So every single sport has had something wrong with it. That's nice to know.
Just 20 more.
If only I had just gone for the 10th frame on all of them. I don't know why I didn't, because oh well, I'm just extending the time a little bit just to get closer to that estimate.
Yeah, just giving the other runners a bit of time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, give them about 10 minutes and that's perfect. That's perfect time to get set up.
All intentional.
Nice throw.
So yeah, time will end on the when pro shows up on the graph.
So like after the game says game.
Yeah, so you'll see
will show.
Nice.
You'll see game finished, you'll see the scorecard, then you'll see the skill chart, and when the skill chart says pro, that's when I'll
Nice
land.
throw.
I'm pretty confident that I get 20 points here.
Yeah, that should be perfect.
Yeah, why couldn't I get that in a that type of okay, here we go. Get ready in about 3, 2, 1, time. That was 1 hour 10. Well, what I got on my timer, I checked my timer. Let me just see what happened on the stream. I got about 1 hour 10 minutes and 14 seconds ish. But there might be a little bit of delay, so let's see what happens on the stream because
yeah,
I'm looking.
It's still slightly delayed. I think it should come up pretty soon.
So yeah, it was about 117, I think.
110.
110.18. I
Beautiful.
got 110.14 on my time, so it's about the same. So yeah, 110.14 is not bad. To be fair, it's pretty average.
For a no reset, that's
For
actually
no-
great, considering golf. Well done, Wave.
Thank you. Right, there we go. I'm just gonna post in the marathons chat. There we go. Right, so I'd like to thank you all for having me. I hope I've shown Wii Sports in the best light possible. If you want to do baseball, you can do baseball, but I wouldn't recommend it. You'll have a lot of mental pain doing baseball, but I hope I've shown all the games as good as possible, and I hope to see some of you doing runs sometime. Maybe you pop down to the Wii Series Discord and discuss some Wii Sports stuff. So I'd like to thank you all for having me. Good luck on the rest of the runs. Thank you all for having me, and see you later.
Good luck with your
Bye.
runs, everyone. Bye bye.